particularly young people. And so I would think, and what I would recommend is that you need to sort of get a critical mass. One young person, and then maybe some other time another. You need to bring in, if you can bring in, it's like a core group of a number of people together. They have a support group, a peer group, because there generally tends to be peer groups of different age groups, and so you need to bring in a whole peer group at once. And so if you could actually find an aspiring community of young or young adults, 20s, 30s. 30s are nice because they still got a lot of years ahead of them, but more maturity than 20s. To get a group of that want to do an eco-village already and don't have the land base or the wherewithal to get it, to team up with you, there's a possibility, import a piece of the puzzle at one time. In the future,
that's an interesting idea. I like that.
In the future, one of the things we're going to see is that as systems break down and as unemployment increases to higher and higher rates, we're currently, depending on who you talk to, the current true unemployment rate in the U.S. is at least 18% and probably higher. And it's going to increase a lot more. And more and more of them are going to be getting more and more desperate. And so at some point, if you say, we have an eco-village, people can come here and grow a garden, put up even a rudimentary shelter and live here, you might have a lot of applications. And so you have to do is you really choose wisely. And so it's probably good to get ahead of the game right now and have a strong core group of people that aren't coming because they're desperate, but they're coming because they have the vision, that really have the vision. What you don't want is a bunch of desperate people that don't share the vision. You want a bunch of strong people. And it's probably real important now in the sense that as there's more external society pressures by desperate people, that there needs to be a certain critical mass of people in the community just to feel secure with outside world pressure. So again, getting more people here is not only good in the sense of them being able to build things and do things, but it also provides a sense of security for that there's a bunch of people here and there's less likely to be problems with burglars, etc. Something along those lines. So, right now Mike is here as a caretaker. It'd be really nice to, as time goes on, you'll need a more significant presence here just to sort of hold your ground. And so getting more people, I would say in the next year would be, things are moving really fast. I think you should try to get a few more, at least a few more really grounded, strong people here that are really good at handling outside forces, dealing with officials, dealing with neighbors, dealing with people coming by down the road. So you need people that are really good people, as well as capable at getting physical work done. So that's and not always the two skills go in the same person. So, but it's nice to have a group of people that include some of those very skilled people energies, people skills, as well as the skilled practical farming, building skills, because an eco-village at the beginning phase needs a lot of work with plants and a lot of building. And right now building is a major component. And how are you going to do the building? How are you going to finance it? How quick can you put it up? How inexpensively can you put up buildings? How are the building codes going to start morphing and bending a bit in the times to come? Here is probably we'll see a little more bendability to the building codes. But at this point, what can you do? And as far as getting people on site quickly, I live in a yurt. I think a yurt's a reasonable structure that's pretty quick to put up. You get a platform. It's not the ideal situation for insulation, etc., but it certainly is fast and it's relatively inexpensive. So getting some funding for some short-term structures so that you can house people that can build longer-term structures is probably a really good leapfrogging effect that you could use here.
Let me change the camera here, just at this point.